Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. And I'm looking like this because the Lakers almost lost to the Brooklyn Nets here. We won 102, 101. We were trying to get Austin Reeves his 40-point game. I don't think he actually scratched, but he did brick a lot of shots down the stretch, gassed, tired, and they kept hitting threes, man. The Brooklyn Nets hit a lot of threes. I told us in my pregame video that they don't have a problem attempting a lot of threes, and they hit them tonight, man, especially in the fourth quarter. 44%, 17 of 38. We were 12 of 34. So yeah, that got really intense. Very, very scary stuff. They killed us on the glass, which is something I expected. 45 to 34. I told y'all to look out for that. They did that. And we walked away with 24 assists and almost lost this game. They had 28, almost won. So, we had 10 turnovers to their 17. Um, you know, 5 blocks, or rather 6 blocks for them, 7 for us, 5 steals for them, 6 for us. From the field, we shot 46%, 38 to 82. For them, it was 45 or 37. Really, I mean, the game was fun down the fourth quarter, man. The last 5 minutes were pretty fun, especially when Austin went on his heater. I think he went for like 16 points in the fourth quarter, but then went cold, and we kept forcing it to him, and it wasn't working. They hit threes and got back in the game, so it was really intense, man. Nets had a 33-point fourth quarter. We had a 30-point fourth quarter. So that was like an entirely different game than what we had been watching through the first 3 quarters, where both teams were kind of anemic. We were running guys. I saw some good stuff out of some dudes, but ultimately, it really came down to that fourth quarter when Braun was hitting shots. He was fantastic. Um, and then you just seen the Nets just hitting all kinds of threes. At one point, they were like 8 or 12 in the fourth quarter or something from behind the arc. It got really ridiculous. Zaire Williams, Clowney, D'Lo. D'Lo had 5 or 10 from behind the arc and a chance to win that game and bricked the game-winning three-point shot. Thank goodness. 7 to 15 from the field for 19 points, 8 assists of a +3. So he came back and had his game, but wasn't able to overcome it, man. Aroma, also known as Evbao Wan, that's what it says, but they say that's pronounced aroma, like the smell. I can't believe it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what they say it is. 15 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 6 boards for him on 6 of 10 shooting from the field, 1 of 4 from behind the arc. He was pretty impressive. Jalen Wilson, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from behind the arc, 11 points, 2 assists. That's really good shooting there. Keon Johnson, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 13 points, 2 steals. They look pretty good out there too. So it's like those guys made a name for themselves. I'm not too happy about how that went for us. Zaire Williams had 15 points, 3 assists, 1 block. Noah Clowney had 11 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. So we just let the Nets really bounce back. Our offense had times where it was really stagnant. We went on like 6-minute droughts and stuff like that, which is no surprise to me because we've been talking about our offense since making the trade. It's been significantly bad. Meanwhile, you look at D'Lo getting 8 assists for the Brooklyn Nets. It's like those are 8 assists we need every night, is it not? Rob Pelinka, but we still found a way to win this basketball game. Dalton Connect is really cold, man. That's the first thing that stands out in this numbers as I'm looking at him. Over 4 from behind, from the field, over 3 from behind the arc for 2 points, 1 assist. I don't know what happened to this rookie, man. 18 minutes and that's all he did. One assist, 1 board. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, Gabe Vincent, man, Fro Gabe still playing well. 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc, 10 points, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 board. Like that's very good production for Gabe Vincent, man. Would love to see the 3 ball fall a little more, but 2 blocks, 2 steals for a point guard. I mean, that's great production. So very happy with him. Trey Jemison came in, did not attempt a shot, but did have 2 blocks, 4 rebounds, and used up 4 fouls, which is really what he's here for, man. Just be strong, send people to the line, don't let them get and-ones, that type of thing. I thought he did a good job in his Laker debut. Max Christie shot horribly. 2 of 8 from behind arc, 2 of 13 from the field, 7 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover. But his shooting was just like, it really helped the Nets a lot. Austin, terrific, 38 points, career high 38 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 0 turnovers. 3 rebounds on 13 of 23 from the field, 4 of 8 from behind the arc. He just went cold down the stretch. That's what it really came down to. He was hot for the first 9 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then when it mattered most, we were forcing it to him, trying to get him to 40, and he went cold, and they got in transition, and they hit threes. And that's what ultimately made the game as close as it was. We had a 7-point lead with like a minute to go, 2 minutes ago, something like that. But we got too happy with Austin having a chance to get 40, and that it almost cost us the basketball game, man. It really did. Jackson Hayes, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 7 from the field. I thought Jackson Hayes had some good moments, good energy. Didn't play all that smart in times of the game, but I thought his energy was really high, and him crashing the glass really helped. Concerned about the shoulder. He did hurt his shoulder in this game, but he played through it. But he looked like he was laboring on it. So that was concern. No Anthony Davis in this game. We just decided to sit him, obviously, because it's the Nets. That's what I think he would have played if it was somebody else. LeBron James, man, great game for him. 12 of 17 from the field, 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Stellar shooting from the King. 29 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 steal, but 5 turnovers. If he doesn't turn the ball over, he was the only person that had more than 1 turnover. Believe it or not. The most of our turnovers came from the King. But he shot so well that you really loved that you saw that there tonight. 4-10 from the field for Rui, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 10 points, 1 steal, 4 of 6 rebounds. I got a theory that Rui's defense increases when it's crunch time. When it's like the last 3 minutes of the game, he seems to be a more intense defensive player. It's something that I've been seeing with the eye test with him, and tonight I saw a little bit of that. He just seemed like he really locks in defensively with like 3 minutes to go. And so I just want people to pay attention to that. Is that a real thing? I'd love to see the numbers on that. But it seems like he does get better defensively when the score gets tight, and it's like a minute or 2 minutes to go. But anyway, Rui had good moments. I wish he would play like that all game long. The shot attempts is better. 10 shot attempts is not bad at all. We want him to stay around there or more, in my opinion. And so we've upped his attempts. We've gotten him more as a focal point. I think a lot of that had to do with Anthony Davis not being out there. And, of course, the Dodo still being away with the family. So that's one of those situations where Rui gets 32 minutes, and I think his attempts look the way I would hope it would look on every night. So, yeah, man. That's what it was, man. I think I'll give the game ball to Austin Reaves just for getting a career high, but LeBron James deserves it just as much because he was a stellar shooter down there for us. It really got 8 assists as well, which I'm really appreciative of. But Austin Reaves will get the game ball with the 38 points career high and 2 steals as well. And Austin's tired. I can tell you that dude is gassed. He is absolutely exhausted. He didn't have nothing in his legs in the last couple of minutes. And yeah, he's got to get some rest because we're going to be playing the Clippers on Sunday, so we don't get that long of a rest. But hopefully we'll have Anthony Davis available for that one. And we took care of the Brooklyn Nets. I'm sure they're happy they didn't win. 14-28 is their record. 22-17 is ours. And I'll check and see what the standings look like for your Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, we are in 6th place, still behind the Clippers. Just a half game behind the Clippers right now. They are 23-17 with us being 22-17. And do the Clippers have another game before they see us? No, they do not. They do not. We both will be seeing each other next in their house. Is the first chance we get at the Intuit Dome. So it should be interesting to see the Los Angeles Lakers get a home game against the Clippers that's not in our building, or a road game against the Clippers rather that's not in our building. So that's going to be fun for everyone, I believe, and hopefully we get the victory. Kawhi is back, James is back, so they're pretty healthy. And right now, the way we're playing, I don't know that we can actually beat them. I'm not sure. They really do have some talented players over there, and when the Kawhi is back, it's obviously a different story. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough game for the Lakers. If we play like we did tonight, it ain't happening. I'm just telling you the truth. But I thought we had moments where we looked pretty solid. I mean, I think it was a struggle in certain quarters. I think the second quarter was a bit of a struggle for us. Well, no. the numbers tell me otherwise. Third quarter was a bit of offensive struggle. 21 points. We had like a 6-minute drought, as I already mentioned. At one point, it was real ugly, man. But that fourth quarter was fun. Fourth quarter was very fun. Both teams could not miss shots. The Brooklyn Nets got extremely hot from behind the arc in that fourth quarter. Probably the best quarter they've had all season, maybe. I mean, they were just smoking hot from behind the arc. And that's what it was, man. We did not rebound the ball very well. That's something that I can say is a definite. You look at this box score, 45-34. And they had 12 offensive rebounds. Like, this is not a day where you can say the Lakers did a good job on the boards. Absolutely not. But we did get the victory, man, and I'm glad our big guys stepped up and made it happen. I think we turned the ball over very well for our team. 10 turnovers, 5 of them accredited to Bron, so I think we did a good job there. And that's really the story of the game. I mean, it ain't much else to it. This was a team in Brooklyn that definitely did not want to win, but they were coming off of such a bad game against the Clippers where they lost by 59 points to where you knew they were going to want to come and play well. And when I saw that Anthony Davis and Dodo definitely were not playing, it became clear to me that we might be in for a letdown type of situation, and that's kind of what it became. As I told you guys before the game, I would be embarrassed if we won, but it was close. I'm embarrassed. We should not have. This was like the Dallas game, only we happened to run out of there with a win. Remind me of the Utah game when they called a timeout, Colin Sexton hit a layup that would have won the game, and their coach called a timeout to keep tanking. Like, this is one of those. I'm happy Austin got his career high. Definitely happy with LeBron James shooting well over the last 2 games. He's been really stellar down the stretch of games. But we have talent issues right now. That's what I want to tell y'all. We have some talent issues. Max is still a developing player. I like him, but his offense was horrible tonight. Rui is up and down. I thought he was pretty solid, but nothing great tonight. Jackson Hayes tried hard, did some good things. Not a big fan of him overall. Trey Jemison is a guy who, like I said, 6 fouls, big body, ready to punch, push, shove. That's about it. Gabe Vincent, we know Gabe. He's getting his stuff together conditioning-wise. I like that. But Shake Milton only got 7 minutes. Can't really speak to that, but I don't expect he's going to do a whole lot this season for us. And Dalton Connect, with him playing horribly, it makes it significantly worse. We didn't have Cam Reddish out there. Didn't have Anthony Davis out there. But, man, I just felt like our team was not overly talented tonight. And that's what I mentioned in the halftime video. I just have not loved what this looks like to, have made the moves that we made. The roster, cutting people, picking up people, trading people. I don't like how our roster looks right now. I liked it better before we started making those trades, if I'm being completely honest with you. I just thought there was higher quality talent on the floor and in the waiting to be called up. And now we've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that I thought could potentially get a lot better for stuff that I think is at its ceiling, and that ceiling is like in a toilet. So that's my problem. I just don't think the Lakers are overly talented right now. They're trying hard. They got some good games, but if you look at what's happening, since we made this trade, we really ain't been able to score very much. And there's a lot of reasons why that is. But, I mean, you see 97 points against the Dallas Mavericks, 102 points against the Spurs, 102 points against Brooklyn. We're not really in the offensive bag like we need to be. And this is with Bron being absolutely on fire and Austin getting a career high. Granted, no Anthony Davis on the floor, but like we really have some struggles going on down there. Defensively, I thought we were okay tonight. We didn't, even though we gave up a massive fourth quarter and really didn't guard the perimeter very well. But, throughout the course of the last several games, it's been said that we've been a bad defensive team. Now, I think we bounced back strong against the Miami Heat. And obviously with this win, we're on a 2-game winning streak. But I can't accuse us of really playing great ball right now. And I think we're struggling on both sides of the floor, if I'm being completely honest with you. So this is a win, and I'm happy we won, and we need the win, and we want to keep on gathering wins whatever way we can. But I'm really concerned about just the overall talent level of this team and just what Rob has done. with this roster over the last couple of days, man, or a couple of weeks rather. I don't think we got better at all. I really don't. So we'll see what happens. This team still has to continue to learn one another. But I'm gonna be the one to say that we got rid of some really good prospects and brought in some scrubbery, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We really did. And now we're gonna be using some of that stuff, and hopefully we can have success like we did tonight. Even though it's gonna take a little more to win, you know, our margin for error I think has decreased a little bit. We'll see what the team looks like when everybody's healthy. I think we may have a defensive identity that might be something to look at. But offensively, I think this team is going to continue to struggle, man. And that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate because we haven't been a bad offensive team in a couple years. So that's my concern. I 102 points against a bad Brooklyn team. I'm concerned that if you play like this against most teams, you probably lose tonight. So that's really my take on things. I don't really have a whole lot of commentary for this. I definitely don't want to get into the stats like I had been because that's just too many numbers. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets they're just a tanking team. I don't think anybody really cares too much that Nicholas Claxton had 7 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and 8 boards. But congrats to him for doing so. I'm just not about to be reading off these dudes' numbers tonight. It ain't that serious to me, but I do want people to understand that Brooklyn put up a hell of a fight. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double figures, so they got a lot of production from a lot of guys, and I think people should take a look at what they have there if you want to make a trade with them. The Jalen Williams and the Deron Sharps, even though Deron had a bad night scoring the ball tonight, I think he's pretty good. They got some stuff to trade for. Keon Johnson, these players have a future in this league. I think they're going to be all right. So, yeah, that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. 102-101, a thriller down the stretch. No Anthony Davis, but career high from the All-Star Reeves, and LeBron James really shot the ball extremely well. And that kind of sums up the night for me, man. Happy to have won. BDL 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.